All right, cats, what are we doing? Well, as you can see, I'm in a good mood. I'm smiling. I've just made a video, and it turned out to be so insulting when I watched it back that I thought, I best delete that one. Oh, that hasn't happened for a while, but it was a good one. Anyway, the general gist of it is that anything in this world where us, 7.5 billion people live, that goes right, anywhere, anything at all, because we're warring about stuff, we're fighting about stuff, we're arguing about stuff, we can't agree about fucking anything. Well, let's start here in the UK. Starma, what's he got right so far? Fuck all. He's made 17 or 18 U-turns now on massive policy issues. He's decided to do it. Then he's realised that everyone thinks he's a twat, and so he's U-turned on it. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And now he's determined that to save us all from falling into chaos, if he should leave us in the lurch, that he's not going to. He's going to stay in his post. Oh, good. That was a close call, wasn't it? Fucking arsehole. Another one that's tone deaf, just not listening to the people. About anything. I mean, is migration part of it? The illegal stuff is, yeah. Fucking stop them coming, because there's no one to pay for them. The NHS is sinking under the weight of people. Not necessarily illegal people, just sinking under the weight of people. It's a massive, big, fat behemoth that's staggering around in a field like it's pissed. I don't know what's still holding it up. It's an absolute bastard disaster waiting to happen, and yet they keep bringing more and more people in who can't contribute. Can't contribute. They're not taking any tax off them. Oh, man, it's insane, isn't it? We've turned into a welfare state. We just hand out money left, right and centre. I think there's, there's 6 or 7 million people on welfare or something now. Fucking hell. Really? And how are they supposed to get paid for, like? Oh, don't worry about that. We'll just keep sinking into debt. Just keep borrowing money. It'll be all right. What, forever? No. What they do is they don't give a fuck. Same in the States. And they kick the can down the road till the next administration comes in and then blame them for everything. They all do the same. Obama did it. Biden did it. Trump did it. Trump's doing it again now. They all do it. And over here, I just give up over here. Over here, we've just got a shout of twats who couldn't find their own arseholes with 2 hands. I don't know who's going to lead this country who can make some sort of sensible decision about what goes on. It's crazy. You know, in the last 7 years, I think we've had 6 prime ministers in 7 years or something? What? Fucking hell, man, no. If you're the simple, you can be the simplest person on planet Earth. I don't mean simple, I don't mean in your mind. I just mean simple living person. Just simple, basic, 9 to 5, Bob, Monday to Friday. That's it. Go home, see the missus and kids. That's it. Don't think about it too much. But if you go to work and you've got a different manager every 5 minutes, the job doesn't work. The job just falls apart because there's no continuity of ideas, of a plan, of a scheme, a working condition. None of it stays the same because every bastard's got a new idea and it just doesn't work. And we've got that shit over here in a country with 70-odd million people in it. The twats that are at the top, I don't even like referring to them at the top. Unfortunately, the twats that are lucky enough to end up in a position where they have control. None of them know what they're doing. Reeves, really? Reeves, yeah. Controlling the purse strings, really? Okay, yeah. I wouldn't trust her with my fucking lad's pocket money. And that's if he was 7 and he's not. Lammy, fucking hell. How did he even get that position? I don't know. Starma, absolute fucking star he is, isn't he? Of what? I'm not quite sure. What is he? What's the point of him? What does he do? How do we get rid of these twats? How do we get rid of them? That's the question, isn't it? Do I like Mr. Tommy Robinson and his wild ideals? Not all of them, no. Because I wasn't brought up in a town like that. I didn't live through that. I didn't see that. I must admit, I don't like what I am seeing now. But I never come up like that, so those ideals are not my ideals. But you can see why people look that way and think something fresh, something new, something different. Personally, I think Tommy might be a step too far, but who knows? Maybe he's not. Rupert Lowe. Rupert Lowe? Is he worth listening to? Nigel Farage. Is he worth listening to? I used to think so with Nigel, till the Conservative Party just emptied out and joined his fold. That didn't do much for my enthusiasm for them. But it's not just here, is it? Look at the state of France. All they do is write all the time in France. Now France is just a fucking shithole. They've stopped reporting on France because it's such bastard chaos with Macron and with the thing he's married to. What the fuck that's about? I'm not quite sure. That's odd. Let's just use the word odd and leave it at that. And then what do we have? Let's look. I tell you what. Let's look the other way and think. Tell you what. Let's look 3,000 miles that way over that big stretch of water there. What's happening in the US? Well, what is happening in the US? Mamdani, what do you make of him? What do you think of him? What's he doing? Mamdani, the mayor. Mamdani, the mayor, who's repossessing people's buildings, apartment blocks, because the apartment blocks have not been kept up to a standard. Fair enough. Why have they not been kept up to a standard, you ask yourselves? Well, because the landlords have had the rents capped. So the landlords don't raise enough money to be able to even afford to make anything out of the building and keep the building up to a certain standard. Because obviously the higher the standard is, you would think, the more rent they can charge. No. The rent is capped. So why would the landlord do it up then? Why would he do it up? It's a business venture. He's not bought it to lose money, has he? Well, I would fucking hope not. He's not much of a landlord if he's bought it in the intention of losing money. And then next door to these apartments that will be repossessed by NGOs run by Mr. Mamdani, they will then rent them out for a peppercorn rent, which is basically fuck all. But if money's not being raised, who pays for the upkeep of the building? It's all right repossessing the building, but who pays for the upkeep if you don't raise enough money from rent? Who? It's not going to work, is it? It might work for 12 months, it might work for 2 years, it might work for 5 years, but it ain't going to fucking work because it's not raising enough money to pay for anything. But not to fear, because the shops that are open just next door are free, and you can go in and you can pick up your groceries for nothing. Yeah, this is Mamdani's ideas for you. So you're going to live in one of the most expensive places on planet Earth, New York. You're going to get free shopping and you're going to pay buttons for your fucking rent. Really? Really? And people think this is going to work? It's got no fucking chance because ultimately nothing's free. Someone has to pay for it. And who's going to pay for it? Who's paying for the food? Who's paying for the lease on the shop? Who's paying the people that work in the shop? Where's that money coming from? Oh, we'll just keep taxing all the rich. Oh, you mean all those rich that are fucking leaving? Those rich? The ones that are now living in Texas? Them rich? Or the ones that are in Florida? Those rich? They're the ones we're talking about. You're going to end up living in a fucking ghetto with nothing, and nothing will be free, nothing will work. Guaranteed. It cannot continue. People have short lifespans, right? We get 70, 80 years, don't we? Right. New York City's been there for how long now as a meaningful city? 150, 170 years? What, you think it's going to last forever? Do you? They thought that about Rome. These things don't last. They do not last. They never do. History tells the story. People will up sticks and fucking do one. Oh, and talking of doing one, what's happening in LA? Because LA is a shithole as well, isn't it? LA, can you believe the tens of thousands of people living on the street in LA in that heat? For anyone who's ever been to LA, fucking hell, some days you can barely breathe, it's that hot. And people are living in canvas tents, drugged up to fuck, having fentanyl needles handed out to them left, right and fucking centre. Needles, crack pipes, just handed to them. Oh, it's so they don't get diseases. What, and you think this is going to discourage them from taking fucking drugs, giving them the stuff? Open dealing on the street. Dealers just openly fucking dealing. No one's having to share a needle anymore. Woo, let's go for it, lads. Crazy, fucking crazy. And of course, the council, the local council, Mrs. Karen Bass, she supplies portaloos for them all. No, she doesn't know. They just crap on the curb, crap in the street, walk around with the bollocks hanging out. It's crazy. Shagging on street corners, man, because they're all that drugged, no one cares. It's just a free-for-all of insanity. So they try and get a new mayor in. And what happens with that? It looks like there might be, supposedly, although he says he is a Republican, but he's not running as a Republican, Mr. Spencer Pratt. And he's trying to get in there to clean up the issues, to sort out all these licenses that you need to be able to rebuild your house in the Palisades. 7,000 houses that burned down. 7,000! That's a small town. Burnt to the ground, gone. And there's half a dozen that are getting rebuilt. That's it. Because no one can afford the licenses that are involved. It's fucking lunacy. And then the state comes along and buys your land because you can't rebuild your house. They buy your land for fucking buttons. And then what do? They sell the land to an NGO for 10 times what they paid you for it. Tough shit. That is their genuine opinion. That is what is happening. Tough shit. They don't care. They don't care who sees. It's only what can be proved. And yet there are still Angelinos saying, no, I'm voting Democrat. I think, well, what about the naked fellas outside the schools with the cock hanging out and the needle hanging out their arm? What about that? And the little girls looking at it. What about that? Doesn't that need to be cleaned up? Well, I'm voting Democrat. Well, what about all the houses that burn down and no one can afford to rebuild their houses because of the paperwork involved? Well, I'm voting Democrat. Why? Why the fuck would you vote Democrat? Look, this is a local election, not a national one. I get your hatred in a national one. I get it, right. Especially with Mr. Trump. I mean, fucking Biden wasn't much better, like, because he didn't know whether he was coming or going. But with Trump, I get it. People just don't like him. He's a bastard. Right. Spencer Pratt's not Trump. Spencer Pratt is your local man. Spencer Pratt can sort out your city. Let him have a go. Because the twats that you've got there now have already proved he can't do it. Newsom? Yeah, just fucking Newsom. Honest to God. Fucking hell, man. There's nothing wrong with him. No, I better not say it. I shall change what I was going to say. There's nothing wrong with him that a wheelbarrow full of concrete and his feet in it pushed into the nearest fucking river wouldn't cure. And Bass has had 4 years in LA as mayor, hasn't she? And the Democrats have had how long altogether? 20 some odd years? What the fuck's happened to LA? It's turned into a shit tip. It's just human shit. It's human waste. And these twats are getting shipped in by bastards in buses from God only knows where. Because they get paid for each one that's on the street, don't they? If they're handing out all these injectable, paraphernalia? Crack pipes? Oh, yes. Anybody needs a crack pipe and a swift administer of fentanyl, off to LA. Guaranteed. Unfortunately, there are no portaloos, and you will have to either A, crap in your tent, or B, crap in your trousers. Marvellous, isn't it? It is a wonderful world we live in, and all these people that run it are absolute fucking stars. Roll on the revolution across the planet. When the people speak, because the people are the masses, the people are us, the people are definitely in the majority, but the people take an awful lot of waking up. But we need to wake up and we need to change this. The UK is shit. Parts of the US are shit. Really shit. And it needs to be sorted out. And let's not mention Scotland! Where in Scotland, they have the Scottish National Party that will help you out as much as they can, darling. They will do everything they can for you when they finish buying themselves RVs, salt and pepper pots for £2,618. Beautiful designer handbags, designer pens, and lovely libraries. Oh yes, very nice indeed. And with a few flash weekends away here and there, off there, off there. Oh yes. Definitely. All done with your fucking contributions. But don't get angry about it and don't want to replace the SNP because every one of them that's there now says, well, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't know. Really? So no one checks on the Treasurer when he's handling or losing £500,000. No one checked. No one bothered. It wasn't necessary. It's perfectly trustworthy. Yes, really? Well, he's not trustworthy anymore because he's in fucking clink. And long may he stay there. And with a bit of luck, after a lot of investigations, a few more of the twats will be joining him. And they can all compare notes. Can't they? And maybe even they can sit at the table while eating their gruel and maggots with their little salt and pepper pots in front of them, thinking, well, I've still got my salt and pepper pots for £2,618. Fucking hell, man. Where does it end, people? Where does it end? Create and stay sane.